Hi everyone, it's Bonnie here, and today I'd like to share with you two projects that I made for Kitty's Scrap Post. And the first one here is a 6x6 card, and the paper that I used was from the French seamstress, and I think I didn't save any of the paper, so I'm trying to think how many sheets that I think there are two different sheets that I used from the collection in creating this. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. So the paper is like a lavender color, and there's like a little bit of gold and a little bit of green. So I had this image, I found it on Pinterest somewhere, and I just thought it went perfect with the paper. So if you see the paper up close, I'm so sorry for, alright, see how beautiful it is? It's a, oops, sorry, it is a gorgeous lavender, and you know, there's gold and greens in it. And like I said, there are two different patterns from this collection that I used, and you know, white cardstock. So I used two here, and they're layered together, and then I have a layer here going down, and then I used this die going all the way down there, and this one here is going all the way down, but now it's covered. And then I punched out these two hearts, and I believe that's Martha Stewart. Let's bring it up. See, there's two hearts there. And then I have this beautiful die cut here, Spellbinder, and then I punched her out, or I'm sorry, I punched this other one out with another Spellbinder die, and then this circle one is what I used, you know, to punch this beautiful image out. So on this side I have this beautiful punch, and I used gold frontage, you know, all over it here. And then here I just added a little piece of wedding dress applique. And then down here I have a seam binding bow with some cheesecloth. And then I added this little flat back heart, and then this little glass vial that I had in my stash. And this I filled with it's Crushed Glass by Recollections, and this here was silver, and I just used a little rub and buff on that to, you know, to match the rest of the card. And then these gorgeous flowers I had in my stash. They're green, they're purple, and they're gold. They just matched absolutely perfectly. And as you can see, some have, you know, like a velveteen look to them. Very pretty. And then over here, I just have some cheesecloth, and here are little bits of lace, and I put some more of that glass here, glass glitter in gold. Here's a flat back pearl there. And then I use the glass glitter all over on like the tips of the flowers. Okay, and then I just, you know, for interest, added a little seam binding bow that I hand dyed. And it was distressed here, forgot to add, with Dusty Concord Distress ink. Okay, and then here is the inside. So you can see this is one of the papers that I used. Isn't it absolutely stunning? And then here is the other one here. And they just complement each other beautifully. And I kind of did the same exact layout here, except this was on this side, and this, yeah, was turned like this. So basically it's the same layout, just reversed. So those are the gorgeous papers. Again, I distressed everything with the Concord, Dusty Concord, and then I added some of the gold frontage, just flecks here and there. And Martha Stewart hearts. I love those hearts. Okay, so that is that card. And again, I used the French seamstress. Very beautiful. Now the next project is it's an altered bag. You know, one of those brown paper lunch bags. And the paper is also from the French seamstress. So in this collection, there is a wide variety of, you know, different, like that one was the beautiful lavender, and then you got this with the soft blues. So absolutely beautiful, beautiful paper. Let's see. Okay, like I said, this is, see how you can see it's a paper bag. Okay, and what I did was I covered this side, which I had folded up and adhered, and then covered here and then the back. And here's a nice picture of this. Isn't it beautiful? I've used this a lot. I just love this collection. And then up here is a die cut by Tim Holtz. Little butterflies, very pretty. This image is from Kitty Scrap Post, but it's from another collection, and that collection is Painted Ladies ATC Set 2. And they all have this gorgeous gray, black, and this really beautiful blue. Beautiful, beautiful vintage themed images in these gorgeous colors. Absolutely beautiful. I love them. So I used a die cut for her frame, and as you can see, I have some of the oh, what do you call it? Why do I always forget? I really should write this stuff down. It's the liquid pearls, and then over here I have, it's kind of like liquid pearls, but it's called Viva Pearl Pen, and this is a beautiful, like a light blue, so pretty. And this is another die that I used. It die cuts and it embosses too. And let's see, oh, I have this little banner here, and all of this is all from the coordinating paper. I didn't use any other paper, you know, for this. And then I just added these cute little flowers here. They're like plastic. And then over here I have a little seam binding bow, and then a handmade button, and I just put a little string in there. And then over here I made this little cute tag. And I'm not sure where the stamp is from. My stamps are like my die cuts, my stamps are all over. I don't know the names of them. I don't know anything. They're just all over. And then I have like a little stick pin here that I created and put that in there. And here is a little butterfly. That's Martha Stewart. Very pretty. And here's another one. And I just put like a little banner type thing there. And this also has the liquid pearls going down. And then I have the liquid pearls here, and then here. And let's see. This comes out, it's a little tag. And as you can see, this, you got this gorgeous paper here. So, so pretty. And here's this tag that I created. Very pretty. This is a die that I have. And I just cut this out to go in the center. And then I punched out these two from the die. They, you know, cut out and they also emboss. And then I stamped this pretty little butterfly to go along with it. And there's stickles. I stickled everything as well. And then I made these little banner tails on the bottom. Okay, and then on the back is this one here. Isn't that so pretty? I just love it. So pretty. Okay, so that's the tag that goes in there. And I did add some lace along there. And then, as you can see, the bag opens and I have another larger tag that comes out. Isn't that so pretty? So I have a couple of different, oh, this is a Martha Stewart punch around the page. Excuse me. That's what I used for that. And she is also from the Painted Ladies ATC set number 2. And isn't she gorgeous? See, it's the gray and the black, white, and this beautiful, beautiful shabby blue color. And it just matches this paper beautifully. And I also added some of the liquid pearls here, but as you can see, for some reason they pulled up the color from the black and it turned, you know, white to silver. Isn't that so cool? And I just have some fishtail banners here that I made. And this is from Magnolia, this die here. And I have a little heart one here. And then here, this is a part of one back here. See, here's one, here's one, here's one. There's little cheesecloth back there. And here's another butterfly. And I put the liquid pearls here and kind of squished it down. Okay, and then here's the back that I'm sorry, I already showed. Yeah, so I think that is absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful paper. So those are my two projects that I made for Kitty Scrap Post. I do hope you like what I created. See the two, you know, totally different things that you can create with the same paper collection. So as I was saying, I do hope you like what I created, and head on over to Kitty Scrap Post. She's got a brand new collection out. It's called Victorian Chic, and it's absolutely positively gorgeous. If you like vintage and you like shabby, they are perfect. They go hand in hand. Absolutely amazing. So go check out Kitty Scrap Post. I'll leave the links below. And thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.